All right, so let's move on to the next part. You'll see we've done the overview video. 6-1, you are not doing this assignment, but just look at the content. 6-2, so that's where we're at. So the direct costs of healthcare in Ontario for tongue twister, respiratory diseases. That's an assignment that's right on the tour journal, and then you can submit your work to the assignment box. So this should look super familiar to you guys. Let's scroll down here. And we're talking about this part right here. So direct costs of healthcare in Ontario, so respiratory diseases. So in this task, we're going to look at what are the costs in Ontario. And we actually repeat this one more time in our gastroenterology unit as well. So, did I forget to link the website? I'll add that. Let's see if we can pull it up. I always find a couple things you forget to do. Okay, let's see if it takes us to the right spot. And if it doesn't, then I'll find the link and stop the video. Nope, this is it. Okay, so let's add that link in. Sorry, guys, this will be a little longer than it should be. Okay, so let's use our split screen option, and we'll put the directions on the left for the assignment, and we will put the actual website on the right. Let's just give that a chance to load. Okay, so let's follow the directions. It says go to the website. We've done that. Click on create a custom report. So that's this one right here. You will consider only the direct costs. So select one of the choices. Last time I selected hospital care, other ambulatory care. So I'm going to change it up this time and maybe do, let's do day surgery. So day surgery, next part under diagnostic categories. So that's down here. We need to look up diseases of the respiratory system. So we're going to do that. And then the next part is select all. So we're going to hit next. And then right here, we're going to hit select all because we want to know about all the diseases of the respiratory system. So we've got influenza, pneumonia, chronic diseases of the tonsils, adenoids, blah, blah, blah. And then we're going to generate our results. So once we've generated the results, the next part is we're actually going to have a look at this data. So let's highlight all of that. And we're going to go Control C and then back over on our assignment page. We're going to paste it. Just giving it a second to load. So Control C, Control V. Okay, so now we've got our information. And same as what we had in our diseases of, in our cardiac diseases. So we've got diseases of the respiratory system. So things like asthma, influenza. We can see the difference in the cost between males and females, and then the costs altogether. Again, you can kind of see some of the data dropping to the bottom. So I would shift it over just so that it actually looks like money values so that you write it down proper when you do your results. So you're going to grab all of that, move it over. Oh, we need to go a little bit more. And let's see if we've got it. Oops. A little bit more on that one. Okay, so we got males, we got females, we've got both sexes, we've got all the money that's involved in these procedures. We might want to stretch it out just a tiny bit more because of that. And then let's look. So as we go down, you are looking at similar questions to what you did before. The difference being that you're looking at a different system of diseases. So which diseases resulted in the greatest cost to the healthcare system? Then you're going to go back up here. If you don't know what it means, just do quick research like we did before. So a quick Google search. Most of us know what pneumonia is, so we're probably not going to do that. Other acute upper respiratory infections, I think we could probably figure out what those things are. Influenza. So you're going to have a look at which ones had the greatest economic impact. So where was the greatest cost associated with those, and you're going to put some information about it down below. Which sex accounts for the largest proportion of the cost? Let's have a look. So we've got males versus females. So right off the bat, we could see that males have the greatest cost. I want you to tell me with what value they have the greatest cost. So actually give me the data from above. The next part, for what disease do females cost more compared to males? So there's going to probably be multiple places where that happens. So you're going to list based on your data where that happened. For what diseases do males cost more compared to females? So the same thing in reverse. And then based on this data, what 2 recommendations would you have for a way to reduce the direct cost for healthcare? So explain your recommendations. So keep in mind, what did we look at? We looked at, I think ours was inpatient, wasn't it? Where was it? Hospital care day surgery. So you're going to think about how could you decrease the costs with something like that. So think about your data, think about what makes sense. After you've done that, I should put a star, submit to the assignment area of the course. So keep in mind, I only need that part of the tour journal submitted. I just put it all on the one template for ease. So you can copy and paste Learning Task 6-2 into another document if you prefer. And then you're going to go back into the course. Oops, let's not do that. So let's save that before anything happens there. So we're going to go back into the course. All this information obviously is through the content area as well. And the questions I've put all on the template here. So you'll see the overlap between the 2 places. So if you go into assignment, it will be under 6-2. You can find your rubric there. Your rubric will also, so we're looking at this one right here. Your rubric will be here when you look at it, as well as in the content area of the course. So that's all that I need for that activity. Very similar to what you did before, and you're going to do it one more time for the final system or group of systems that we look at.